This is Ramblin'&Gamblin', and we have a special treat. We have Benton Money in studio, in the flesh, for this Ramblin'&Gamblin' playoff edition. Benton, welcome to the show.
Thanks again for having me. It's a real pleasure to have not only been inside the studio, but also been inside Arrowhead last weekend.
What a game. You came in for this game, the game of all games. What did that game mean to you?
Dude, it was one of those things, living out of town, not having been to a Chiefs game for a couple years, but being super religious. It was like, this is a must-see. This is a must-see. And it ended up being just the craziest experience. And Chiefs cover, everything over, hits. The tickets were paid for by the wagers there. So that was just a sick experience. And, hats off to the entire Chiefs organization. We are living on the fat of the land right now. They're incredible, and it's just really awesome to be a fan.
The back and forth of that, 25 minutes in the last 25 points in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The emotional ride was unreal. You had the game won. You lost the game.
You had it won again.
In the playoffs, in the divisional round. Oh, that is my favorite Chiefs game I've ever watched. It was down 13 seconds left.
Yeah.
I'm bent at the waist. I'm sick to my stomach. The season's over. I gotta see that clock hit zero
before we walk out of there. Yeah.
Pulls off the impossible. Mahomes magic, baby.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, we were talking earlier at the clip of, Kelsey talking about how he's going to get open. And then, to me, the loudest cheer in the stadium the whole night was after we won the toss, because it was inevitable. After we did the 13-second, Tyreek's touchdown with 1:02 was insane. And then to let them drive down and score with 13 seconds left was pretty troubling. And then, those two plays to get us into field goal range. But once we tied it up and went to overtime and won the toss, everyone in the stadium knew, Bills fans included, that shit was over.
Oh, yeah. I know they knew too. I had 100% conviction.
Yeah.
After we made it to overtime, the Chiefs were 100% going to win that game.
100%.
It was meant to be, written in the stars. It's a feeling you only get with this Mahomes era. The magic of Mahomes. He does the impossible. The legend.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. It's so epic. So that was great, and decided to stick around all week. And here we are in the studio to talk about another big one coming up. What do you think?
How should
we do it? Yeah.
That's right. Let's get right into it. Chiefs Bengals. Bengals got the better of us last time.
They did.
This is the AFC Championship, hosted 4th time at Arrowhead in a row. Unprecedented. Lines at 7. What are we thinking here?
I like -7 for the Chiefs, to be honest. After the Bengals beat the Titans, which I knew they would, and it was a matter of beating the Bills and hosting again, I was like, Lord, help us beat the Bills so that we can destroy the Bengals in Arrowhead in the rematch. Pretty much rule of thumb for me when betting, 2 competitive teams, if they play twice in a season, I almost always take the rematch, the loser, the loser to win again. I feel like, we'll talk about the Rams and the Niners and how that looks later, but with these competitive games, teams that don't necessarily always see each other, but they get a regular season and then a playoff, I love the Chiefs, and the main reason why is because of how the Bengals won last time. I think Jamar Chase does not go for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns, 266, whatever he had. And I think that we also have much better ref play. If the game is called like it was this Chiefs-Bills game where there was only 3 or 4 penalties, and like you said, nothing was egregious all night, I think it's going to be a lot more let these guys play. And to me, the Chiefs at home in the championship are just so much more equipped and poised to win this game. And kudos to the Bengals for a great run, but that run is going to stop.
The we had high stakes for that Bengals game. That was more than a regular season game because that was for home advantage. They got the better of us there, so that's what the Bengals have going for them. Now, I'm taking the Chiefs. Right. Chiefs -7. Imagine taking the Bengals.
Yeah, come on.
But I think the Chiefs covered this game, and I think the defense is going to rise up here because the game of all games just happened. That was the offense is getting the credit there. They feel that. They want to make a statement, make a splash in the playoffs too. I think the defense rises up, and they're as much as the offense the reason why Chiefs win this game and cover this game. Burrow got sacked 9 times.
Yeah. Clark and Jones.
We really just got to get half of that to ruin this game, and Mahomes will do the rest.
Yeah.
I love the Chiefs here, and I think that evenly the Chiefs defense will dominate the Bengals. The Chiefs offense will dominate the Bengals.
Yeah, and that's why the line's 7, because I don't think it's going to be super close. As of Friday, the 28th, Honey Badger is probable, and so that's a big lift. And like we've talked about, Gabe Davis scoring 4 touchdowns, Jamar Chase scoring 3 touchdowns. Like those are things that we're going to address, and we're game planning to make sure that doesn't happen again. And so they're going to have to beat us with stuff that they're not used to doing, I mean, I don't think Jamar Chase is on the Devontae Adams level yet where everybody knows the ball's going to him and still somehow he gets 10 catches for 120 yards.
He has been impressive this season.
He has been impressive.
I mean, really impressive.
really impressive. Yeah.
He is damn good.
But we got to slow him down. We got to get after the pressure.
We got a lot of sucker money on the Bengals.
That's right.
We got 75% money coming in on the Bengals. Just because when they won last game.
Yeah.
Look, the Chiefs are on fire. After that playoff game, with other teams, after a win like that, you could get the emotional drop. But the Chiefs are made of the right stuff. That doesn't affect them. They are gonna keep the energy rolling, and it's just gonna snowball.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs are going to win this game and cover this game in a big way.
I agree.
And go to their 3rd straight Super Bowl.
Yep. No, I agree. Totally agree. So moving on.
Yeah, I'm not touching that over under 54.5. It's all Chiefs all the way for that game. Now, this one's interesting. 49ers, Rams, lines at 3.5. Over under is 45.5. What are you thinking for this game?
Yeah, so I was telling you earlier, I had a preseason bet, exact matchup, Chiefs-Rams. So I have been pretty bullish on the Rams all season. I respect Sean McVay more than most coaches. Cup's been unstoppable. They're a pretty complete team. They got a really good defense. They got a really good offense. I mean, I'm not saying anything groundbreaking. Everybody knows this. And to me, I think that they are going to get the job done. And I think that they're going to go to the Super Bowl in SoFi. And I think I got to take them at -3.5. No discredit to the Niners. They've been good too, but I just don't see it happening. I think especially with this indoor game, it's sort of like an equalizer or the best team's going to end up winning, like that snow game. Equalizer is not the right word. That snow game against Green Bay, that was an equalizer. And I think in a dome, Green Bay torches San Francisco, but the weather and the cold just screwed with the Packers, and obviously the score was so low that so all I'm saying is this indoor game, I think the Rams' weapons come, and I think that the pass rush is there, and the Niners don't have enough steam to get to their 2nd Super Bowl in 3 years, because I just don't see them as that quality of a team, to be honest.
Now, Shanahan has gotten the better of McVay 6 times in a row.
This is good intel.
The 49ers have beat the Rams 6 times in a row coming into this game. That just shocks me. But they were rolling with Goff in years past. They're not this real elite offense we're seeing with Matthew Stafford. But
that's twice this year too. The Niners have beat the Rams twice this year, home and away.
That is true. every dog has their day, kind of. It's any given Sunday. I can't say that the 49ers are better than the Rams here. I think the Rams are better on both sides of the ball. I love taking teams when they're better on both sides of the ball. The Rams defense is better than 49ers. And so is their offense. And unless this spread is well over a possession game, I take that kind of team. Rams -3.5 is the play for me. I think it's a Chiefs-Rams Super Bowl. What we should have had, 2 years ago, with the lamest Super Bowl on earth. No, that was the Patriots-Rams. It should have been.
Which one? Which year?
I think was the Rams got boned with the Saints.
Okay.
No, the Rams won that. They ended up going to the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
Goff went and got destroyed. Yeah, Goff and the Rams.
And that was a lame ass Super Bowl.
That was a lame ass Super Bowl. And that was the year that I think that was the year that the Patriots beat us in Arrowhead.
It is.
And the same year that we played that crazy 50-50 game against the Rams in LA.
When the Rams match up, it's fireworks, and I think that's what we're gonna get in the Super Bowl. Not some bullshit Patriots, Rams, snooze fest.
Yeah.
No, we're talking Chiefs, Rams, Super Bowl, fireworks.
Fireworks.
Spoiler alert. Chiefs gotta win.
That's exactly
right.
Win
their second with Mahomes.
Yeah.
But hey, we are recap alert for the playoffs. We're 7-4. We are well on our way to getting crowned as the true Lockeye King. We need a positive playoff run and a Super Bowl win.
Yes.
For our crowning achievement there. So Chiefs -7.
Yes.
Rams -3.5.
Yes.
Would you play around with this over?
Yeah, it's intriguing. The Rams-Niners over/under at 45.5. It is intriguing. It's intriguing. It seems low because I think the Rams are able to score.
And I think the 49ers are able to score as well.
Right.
That was a snow game. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe this is kind of playing with people's heads.
Right.
With a 10-13 game, but I think the 49ers offense. I think they're the best at. I mean. Their defense is not too shabby, but I love all the weapons from the 49ers.
Right. So January 9th, the Rams-Niners game where the Rams were up 17-0, and the Niners ended up coming back and winning and getting themselves into the playoffs. That, I think, is a good indicator for how these teams are going to match up, and I think Rams being out 17-0 was no accident. I think blowing it was an accident. And I think we're going to see a lot more of the 17-0 matchup than the 27-7 49ers comeback. They came back and ended up winning that. So they went on a 27-7 run effectively after the Rams were up 17-0. So to your point about the over-under, it's going to be tough because I think the Rams are going to score. Although this 27-24 game would have totally covered. And their previous matchup was, let's see here, 31-10. The Niners beat them in San Francisco in November. So that would have covered as well. Well, no, that wouldn't have covered. That's 41. So that would have been under. That's tough. I think
it's too tough.
I think it's too tough. And here's what I would do with that unit. I would save that unit and put it on the Rams-Chiefs over in the Super Bowl because that'll hit.
Oh, yeah.
But this 45.5, I'm steering clear.
You know what? I'll put it out emergency alert if I decide to pull the trigger. But right now, officially, we're staying away from the over/under on both games. Taking the Chiefs -7, Rams -3.5. Benton, thank you for coming on the show.
Pleasure. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. It's Ramblin'-Gamblin.